Hi, today we're making butter coffee. So let's start with what you're going to need. First off, obviously coffee. Look for a really good high quality coffee bean. Second, you'll need grass-fed butter. Do not buy regular butter, you need grass-fed. You're going to need MCT oil, so fantastic fat, which it stands for medium chain triglycerides. We're not going to get into that, but it's definitely a key ingredient. We like to add collagen to our coffee. Any collagen will do. We prefer powderful because it is both type 1 and 3 collagen, and it's good for hair, skin, bones, and nails. So make sure you have that. You're going to need a blender. I love a Vitamix, but any blender will do. Just make sure that when you're blending, you cover it with a cloth so that you don't get splashed in the face with hot coffee. Lastly, you're going to need either a French press, or you can make your coffee in a coffee machine, but I've tried it all and I stand by the French press. It is a beautiful way to make coffee in terms of flavor. It's the perfect size. I like to have a coffee as I get ready, and then I take the other half with me to go. So let's get started. I've already pre-steeped the coffee. I like to give it a nice stir just to make sure you get all the flavors out. And then you press it, obviously. There we go. And then you pour it into your blender. Everything's going into the blender. There we go. And then butter. I know this is a scary part for some, but do not be scared. Just don't have breakfast with this coffee. This is your breakfast. It has protein from the collagen, it has good fats from the MCT and this grass-fed butter, so you do not need to have breakfast. If you have breakfast and you introduce sugar or carbs, you will reverse the effects. So you will not burn fat, you will start to gain fat. So let's just skip breakfast and go straight to lunch afterwards, but you might not even be hungry for lunch. That's how great this is. So, there we go. All right, so I like to use a good 1/2 inch of butter. So I'm gonna show you here because I know some people find it hard to believe, but I put at least this much. Some people like to put more, but because we're using MCT oil as well, we're doubling the fat. So I kind of keep it to that, but I use about a half capful to a full capful, depending on how much coffee you have. Some people like to add coconut oil, but MCT oil is actually a derivative from coconut oil, which is even better for you. So it's the shortcut to the good stuff. Coconut oil is only about 50% MCT, so why not just use this fantastic fat? We need our beauty food. So here it is. I do a hefty tablespoon. There we go. And this is something that I take every day. If you skip the coffee, make sure you're putting these products into your smoothies or into your salads, yogurt, anything, but make sure you're taking this every day to really start reaping the benefits. Okay, so Vitamix is great also because it has little ventilation holes here, so the steam comes out, so you don't really need to cover it. But anything else, cover it. Okay. So count to 10. There we go. Perfect. And the moment I wait for all night while I'm sleeping is this. So here it is. Do you need to add anything to it? Absolutely not. You can add cinnamon, or you can add a few other boosters if you want. You do not need to add milk or sugar. Do not play around with it that way. But if you want to add things like turmeric, like I said, cinnamon, little things like that, superfoods, for sure, go for it, but do not add any other sugar or fats. And this is it right here. I don't know if you can see. It's extremely creamy, extremely powerful, and it's definitely a game changer. Good luck. Let us know if you have any questions.